away.
Yes, Paul, I can hear you very loud and clear. Thank you so much for that introduction. I'd like to welcome a lot of our guests in this meeting. First, Dr. Simon Malusi, congratulations on your recent PhD, I think, in theology. Congratulations, we really appreciate the work you have done. Karibu sana. We also want to appreciate all the other guests who are here. A special welcome to our team from Nigeria. I was in conversation with one of our team members in Nigeria, and they said they're going to invite the whole of Lagos to attend this meeting. So our team from Nigeria, you're welcome. So we want to, this meeting is designed for our guests, people who want to have a look at what we do in our business. But apart from our guests, but also distributors who have said they want to make a difference in their lives. They want to really change how their lifestyle is run in terms of income, in terms of wealth, in terms of good health. So we want to welcome everybody to this presentation. And if you give me a moment, I want to share the screen with you. So this business is a very unique business because if I look back, when Betty and I started 25 years ago, we started the business because we wanted to earn extra $200 a month. We didn't think this thing could become so big. And you know, if you're a child and you're growing up, you believe everything your father or your mother tells you. And I believe what my father told me, son, go to school, get a good education. And when you get a good education, you'll be successful. I believe that education is important because it helps us to unlock doors or open doors which cannot be opened without education. But formal education doesn't guarantee you anything. In fact, sometimes formal education can be misleading in the sense that you've got a PhD or you've got a master's degree or a first degree. I mean, I did first degree in Kenya, went and did postgraduate course in construction management in Johannesburg, but that did not translate into a stable or a high income that my family needed. So what is our mission in this company? Our mission is very simple. Our mission is to make the world a healthier and a happier place. And that starts with you, because even if other people are healthy and wealthy, if you are not, it doesn't make much difference to you. So this presentation or this business is to help other people to become financially independent and also lead healthier lives. So that's my wife and myself and my wife, Betty. We started this business 25 years ago with a very simple reason: to make money. That's all. It's as simple as that. But after doing the business for several months, I discovered that this business is just more than money. The money is good, yes. I remember when we started, our first check was $3. After 7 months of doing the business part-time, our income reached $1,000. And that really set me off. It really, I felt that if I paid really keen attention to this business, we could earn more. So Betty and I worked extremely hard the first 3 years. And after 3 years, our income from the business was 3 times my salary, and I fired my boss. Alice Munyanze, I don't know if you're employed. How would you like to actually go to your office and fire your boss and walk away a woman free? I can't express the feeling of freedom when you fire your boss and you don't have to fill a leave form if you want to travel. It's a very unique feeling. So Betty and I did that to be independent, to be able to do things when we want to do them, with whom we want to do them, and when we want to do them. So for example, now if you want to travel to Kenya, we don't fill a leave form, we just buy an air ticket and travel. Of course, we have to do a COVID test, because if you get a positive COVID test, you can't travel anyway. So for us, This business meant independence. It meant freedom. It meant that we were able to control quite a number of things in our lives. So if you're a guest, I don't know the reason why you are attending this meeting. You're probably invited, and the person who invited you insisted that you come and look at this business. But what is this business that we're talking about? This business is a very simple idea. It's a way to generate wealth. But how do people create wealth? How do people earn the income that they earn? There are essentially 4 ways that people use to generate income. The first is called a job. A job is when you are employed and you work for somebody, and after 30 days, they pay you a salary. Sometimes they may be late. Sometimes they pay you after 60 days, 90 days. Well, those are the difficult situations. But a job is when somebody has a responsibility to pay you for the work that you do. The challenging thing about a job is that it's not secure, especially in these days, COVID days, technology. I mean, there are companies who have found out that even with less people, they can generate more revenue because of technology. And what do? They lay off people. But there's also internal politics in jobs. The second way of generating income is called self-employment. This is when people start a business where they provide a service or a product to the public in return to be paid. But people who are self-employed, this means that without your physical presence, income does not come in. Supposing you want to attend to family issues, supposing you fall sick, supposing you want to go for a holiday, it means your income is tied to your physical presence at your place of work. And that is a challenge with self-employment. In fact, there's a very simple test whether to see if you own a business or not. Go away for 3 or 4 months from that business. Try even 2 months. If the business collapses, you don't own the business owns you. The third way to generate income is called big business. These are people who invest huge capital. They employ a lot of employees, and with a lot of employees also come very challenging labor issues. Okay, these are companies like Safaricom, Vodacom in South Africa, MTN in Nigeria or Uganda, Naivas in Kenya. Those are companies that invest a lot of money and they produce a lot of revenue. But you see, this option is available to very, very few people in the world because it requires tremendous amount of capital. The fourth way is investment. Investment simply means that you have extra cash that you want to put in a vehicle or a business that can generate for you extra income. You need a return on your investment, but you need 2 things. You need the knowledge about the industry you're investing in. Number 2, you need the skill of investment. Most people don't have these 2 skills or these 2 things. So what do? They take their hard-earned cash, they give to somebody to invest for them. Okay? Those are the 4 major ways that people use to generate income. There's a 5th way, which is for highly skilled or professional people, and they're very, very few. Musicians, writers or authors, professional athletes or sports people who have incredible talent, and in return for their talent and exhibition, they are paid a lot of money. But is there an ideal business? Is there a criteria that you can use to decide, okay, this I think is an ideal business for building wealth? I think there is, and it has the following criteria. Number 1, you need very low capital to start the business. In our business, we need about $60 to $100 to start a worldwide business because the company that you associate with has already built infrastructure in over 50 countries. The second criteria of an ideal business for building wealth is you need to get involved in distribution of goods and services. Think about this. The wealthiest companies or the companies that generate the highest revenue are always involved in distribution of goods and services to the public. The third element of an ideal business is you need to have a global reach. Our company operates in just over 50 countries around the globe. In Africa, we are doing business in 14 countries, which covers a population base of just over 450 million people. That's the kind of market that we have in the company. The fourth element is leverage. Leverage is a very simple idea. It's an idea that you need to multiply your time, your effort, or rather, let me put it this way. You learn how to use a system that enables you to multiply your time, your effort, and your income so that the money you earn is much more than the effort you put in. The thing about leverage is it starts very small and it takes time to build it until you reach a certain level where the business grows with or without you. Okay? An example of a leverage business is a franchise called like the McDonald's fast food chains. And the last time I read about McDonald's, they had 40,000 outlets around the world, grossing over $64 billion. And the thing that allows them to have this level of effect is leverage. That means they're able to penetrate or expand their businesses to other different regions by using the principle of leverage. The fifth element is consumable products. You need a product that has a repeat sale, high quality and unique products. You see, I remember when I started the business and I invited one of my friends to go and see the business. After the meeting, he turned around and told me, Pascal, you're an engineer and you're selling soap. But being new, I felt quite devastated and sad that my friend was saying this. But then later on, I realized that soap is a very good business because every single person in the world uses soap every day. And when what happens when it is finished? They go and buy some more. They use soap and they will use soap until the day you die. So to me, soap is a very good business. All right. The sixth thing is you need a business system. What is that? A business system is a way of running a business that involves certain procedures, tools, equipment that replaces the owner of the business. That is what a business system is. And you discover that very successful businesses, they've got systems that run their business that makes it very easy for them to generate income. For example, a company like Vodacom, Safaricom, MTN, they have automated processes that sometimes it doesn't require a person to be there for their business to grow. You will notice that owners of banks are rarely at the branches. They're somewhere playing golf on Tuesday afternoon. But why does their business run in their absence? Because they have built systems. And the last thing is timing. Timing simply means you start your business at the right time when the public needs your product so that it gains traction and begins to grow. So what is this business called network marketing? Network marketing is a system of distribution of goods and services to the public. You get the product from the manufacturer and you take it straight to the consumer without passing through a middleman. For example, I remember I did this presentation in Lusaka, Zambia, almost 10 years ago. And I was doing a presentation and one of the people in the audience was working with a beverage company. And she was telling us that 330 mils of this beverage, from the factory, this beverage would cost you 600 kwacha. But by the time it arrives in the supermarket, the same beverage would cost you 3,600 kwacha. Why is that? Why was that the case? Because between the manufacturer and the consumer, the end consumer, there are several middlemen who keep adding to the cost of the product. And who pays for it? It's a customer. So what we do in our business, we cut out the middleman. We don't have advertising in our business, and advertising in a number of companies or products takes almost 35 to 50% of the budget. We don't have wholesalers or retailers. The products we have are explained directly to the customer by distributors, and we are only paid when we refer a customer successfully to buy a product. That is what makes this business very unique. So the money the company would have spent to pay all these middlemen is what is paid to distributors, and that is what makes this business very lucrative. The products are researched and developed for you, and that means you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself, because the company has already built infrastructure in 50 different countries that enables you to start a global business with as little as between $60 and $100. There are no qualifications required except three things. One is that you need to have a desire for success. Number two, you need to be teachable. And number three, just sheer hard work. If you have these three things going for you, your business will succeed. And this business idea, this business idea was started by a gentleman called Jerry Brasfield in 1958 in the USA. In fact, a small town called Porterville in California. He started the business after he had had very serious asthma, and his mother gave him natural remedies, and because of this, he felt much better, and he decided, I might as well share this idea with the rest of the world. And the reason why this company has lasted for all that long is we believe in the 5 basic principles of doing business. One is called absolute integrity and honesty. We believe we need to tell our customers and our distributors the truth about our products and about what the business can do. When the company says they will do something, they do it. Okay. The second thing is people are number one. The most important resource we have in our business is people. If we don't have people, we have nothing in our business. The third element is products that work. Neolife spends a lot of money. He put together the top scientists in the different fields so that they do the research and develop the finest products of their range. The fourth principle is equal opportunity for everybody. Everybody who joins the business joins at the same level, whether you're a man or a woman, whether you're 18 or 81, whether you're a housewife, plumber, mechanic, whatever it is, everybody starts the business from the same level. And then you need to have long-range vision. We suggest to you, if you're a guest, when you start the business, give this business a 2 to 5 year horizon, because we believe that if you apply what is taught in this business by your upline leader, within 2 to 5 years, you should be financially independent. That means that even if your current source of income stops, you'd be able to live, your family should be able to live off this business, okay? And this business started in 1958. South Africa, it came in 1971. In Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania, it came 96, 97. In Nigeria, it came 99, and the year 2000, that's when it went to West Africa. So if you're a guest, this business has come to your doorstep today. Okay? Now, why do people start this business? People start this business for so many different reasons. Some start the business because they want to have a better life for their children, they have good homes, they want to buy a dream car, they want to have a holiday home. People want to start the business because they want to make money. I think learning how to make money is a very noble idea, because you see, what I've learned about money and business is if good people earn a lot of money, they can do more good to the world. If horrible people earn a lot of money, they can do even worse things in the world. So we think that money is morally neutral. It's what the people do with it that actually matters. So some people start the business because they want to make a lot of money. Some people start the business because they want to be physically healthy. So if you start the business, you're starting business with a company that has got more than 60 years experience. Operating in 50 countries, has got the scientific advisory board, that is a group of scientists whose job is just to develop high quality products. And then we have 4 ranges of products. Which are these ranges? The first one is called the Golden Home Care range. These are products for cleaning the bathroom, the kitchen, the toilet, carpets, anything that you need for cleaning, you'll get it in our range. The second range is the personal care range of products. Okay, these are products you use to make yourself look clean and neat. The third range is nutrients organic. These are specifically skincare products. And the fourth range is the health supplements. Health supplements are the highest selling range of our products for a very simple reason. If your health is finished, your mission in life is finished. So people really realize the need to take good care of their health. Now, how does this business work? This business works when you do what we call the 3 daily success habits. You see, if you're running a business, if you have a supermarket, or you have you're a doctor or a dentist, anything, any service you provide to the public, you need to open your business on a daily basis. The same thing is our business. We have 3 daily success habits. That means that there are 3 things we do every day to make our business grow. The first one, we use the products ourselves. Okay? We use the products for 2 reasons. One is that we're supporting our own business. You see, if I have a restaurant and I want to have lunch, it doesn't make sense for me to go and have lunch at my neighbor's place. I need to have lunch at my own restaurants because I'm supporting my own business. The other reason why we need to use the products is we want to be able to speak to people about something we have used ourselves. We've had good experience so that we can speak with confidence about the products. Okay? So, because Neolife is registered in all these 50 countries, and each country has got a different currency, the company devised what is called a point value system. Each product will have a point value attached to it. Let's say you use 100 points or 100 PV worth of products. 100 PV is roughly $160 worth of value in terms of the products. Okay, so you use 100 points. The second thing we do in our business, we share the business. That simply means we introduce other people to be users of the products of Neolife. Let's say you introduce 6 people to join the business. They join the business. They also do 100 PV each, plus yourselves, gives you 700 PV. You become a manager, and your income is about $45 a month. $45 is not a lot of money, but of course, this is money we not just pick up in the streets. So what do? We teach people we brought into the business to do what we do. Let's say we introduce the person in the top right corner, who we also teach to introduce 2 people each, and those 2 introduce 2. You'll have a unit of 700 PV, plus the other 6 gives you 1,300, and your income is about $90 a month. You become a senior manager. Okay? Then the next step is we begin to duplicate the process. What does that mean? It means we teach people who we've brought into the business to do what we do so that they can also generate 700 PV. It could be more, it could be less. It depends on different people, because some people are very excited about the business. They build the business faster. Some people are slower. So this 700 PV is just for demonstration purposes. So if you have 6 people doing 700, that's 4,200, plus the 100 PV give you 4,300, and your income is between $580 and $700 a month. Okay, then you become a director. The next thing is, not everybody is going to join your business. Some people will join to become just customers. If you get customers or people who are not interested in the business, they become your customers and they start buying products from you. And these people, you make a profit of 20%. The third thing we do in our business on a daily basis is personal development. What does that mean? Personal development means that you take advantage of the business through the system, the training system we use to train, to support yourself, to support our distributors, and to go through a personal development, seminars, conferences, anything that we take part in to make ourselves better distributors or better business leaders. We have audio tapes, video tapes, books, all those things that we do to create better distributors or better leaders. But you see, some people are not just interested in $500 or $800. If you want to generate more income from this business, make sure your goal is to help other people become successful. That is a key to success in this business. It may seem contradictory, but in this business, if you want to succeed, if you want to make money, you probably will make a little money. But if your goal is to help other people become successful, earning more money becomes a natural process of the action that you take. So if you want to, if you help one person become a director, you become what you call a software director, your income is about $1,000 a month. If you help 3 people become directors, your income is about $2,000 a month. If you help 6 people become directors, your income is about $5,000 a month. So the limit is just how hard you work and how many people you help to become successful. So I want to hand over back to Paul to invite our guest to share with us his experience on what the business has done for him. Paul?
Thank you so much, Pascal, for taking us through that amazing presentation. And I believe our guest on the call tonight, you have been able to get 1 or 2 things out of the presentation. But don't worry, if you did not get everything, the person who invited you to this call, they will be able to give you more information. But what is important is what Pascal has shared is something each and every one of us needs in one way or the other. We all need good health. We all need to make some extra money, and especially during this time when it's quite uncertain about what is happening around us. So at this point, my guest speaker is ready. I can see him seated there and waiting for us to give him the opportunity. He's a gentleman that I've met many years ago, a couple of years, I think it's over 10 years now, and I've been able to see him build an amazing business. He's a wonderful leader who is building big in Uganda, around Kampala and the areas of Western Uganda. And I just want to give him the opportunity to be able to share with us his journey with Neolife, so that the guests who are on the call today, you can be able to understand it is also possible for you to be able to do it. So without much ado, I just want to welcome our brand new One Ruby director, Justus Muhumuza, to be able to talk to us. Justus, if you can hear me.
Yes, Mr. Paul, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you and I can see you. You're most welcome.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Paul, for giving me this opportunity to be able to share my story, my success story on how Neolife has been able to change my life. And my prayer is by the time I'm done with sharing my story, perhaps 1 or 2 people who are joining us for the first time may be inspired. And the purpose of me sharing my story is to simply show you that if this has worked for me, it can also work for you as well. And I want to start by thanking Mr. Pascal for the amazing job that he's been able to do. It was quite an inspiring presentation. Every single time I have chances to listen to your presentation inspires me so much. And listening to such a presentation always takes me back to when I joined the business. That was in 2009, January 28th. For some reason, I never forget the day, because there's those days whereby you make a decision and that decision completely changes your life around. 2009, I got a call from a friend. I was at the university, at Macquarie University, in my very first year. And this friend calls me and tells me, Justus, I know what you are going through. Unfortunately, I cannot be able to pay for your school fees, but I can connect you to a company called Neolife International. It's been around for quite a long time. And they take on young people like you who they train and turn into professional marketeers. And he told me that if I worked so hard, within 1 year, I would be able to pay my school fees. At that point, I had just registered for a dead year because my mother didn't have money to keep me in school. And I'm from this kind of family whereby I've had chances to go to the best schools. But every single time I went to school, land always reduced at home. The cows kept on reducing, the goats kept on reducing. By the time I was at the university, the only thing remaining to be sold was our house, which we couldn't sell because also the papers were in the bank. So you can really see how humble I started this business. And when I was given this invitation, I was on the wall. I just said it to say, you know what? I have nothing to lose. but everything to gain by listening to this and honoring this gentleman's invitation. And coming into the meeting, I remember one thing that that kind of like discouraged me a little bit. When I entered the meeting place, there were quite a number of products, a lot of products. Neolife has so many products. When I looked at these products, the very first thing that came into my mind was, am I going to be a hawker? Am I going to be walking from door to door looking for people to buy these products? Now that quite a little bit changed my attitude a little bit. But then when the meeting started, I saw so many prominent people, bankers, engineers, doctors, students like I was, and the retired people. And all these people were talking about so many good things about Neolife. And to me, I was like, if these people, lecturers, engineers, bankers, can be able to sell soap, then I think I can do a better job. Now, the other challenge was I had never sold anything in my entire life. I was only 20 years old. And now I'm wondering, how am I going to start selling something to someone who has never sold anything? But one thing I was promised in the meeting is that I was going to be trained. I was going to be equipped with skills like business building skills, presentation skills, marketing skills, customer care, customer acquisition, customer retention, all those skills I was going to be trained. And if there's anything that I did ever since the time I joined the business up to today, I have never missed any trainings. The only trainings that I miss are the trainings where I am somewhere else training other people. I don't miss trainings at all, because I also learned that the more I train, the easier it was going to be for me to be able to build my business. And I'm telling you, when I started using the products, just like Mr. Pascal told us, that we need to use the products, we need to recommend the products, we need to attend training so that we learn how to be able to recommend these products. I did all these things. And because I was so hungry for success, I really wanted to change my life. I had registered for a dead year. I was so stressed. My friends were at school. Me, I was out of school. So I had to really, really train as fast as possible, and then to talk to as many people about these products, about this business as fast as possible. And I remember after doing that for just about my very, very first month in this business, I was able to step up to senior manager. Now, you can't know how good it felt being a senior manager, someone who had a lot of fears, someone who was wondering, how was this business going to work? How was I going to do it? How was I going to get people to join me? How was I going to get customers? But because of the trainings that I acquired, I was able to step up to senior manager. My first income as a senior manager was at my commission together with my profits. Because also one thing that inspired me so much was the fact that I could be able to make profits on a daily basis. My commission together with my my profits were totaling to about $100 my very first month. Now that was quite inspiring. It was inspiring to an extent that, you know, as a student, and I believe to people who have been to the university, I am quite sure that you also went through this, whereby there are some cases whereby you would start a day and you don't even know where lunch is coming from. But now, because I was a senior manager, that was gone. Now, it may be something small to you, but the fact that I could now afford 3 meals on a daily basis, afford airtime, afford you know, a few things, that was quite inspiring at my age of 20. And then I kept on building the business. One thing that I have loved, or I loved from ever since I joined the business, is that the more people's lives you are able to change, the more your business is going to grow, the more your life is also going to change as well in this business. By simply recommending more people to use these products, because that is what we are paid for. The company does not advertise, does not involve itself in the marketing. They only support us to do the marketing. And by every single time the number of people in my team increased using the products, my business also kept on growing. In my very first 6 months of this business, I had about close to 100 people. There are about 87 people, all registered with Neolife, using the products, because all I had to do was to teach them about these products, make them aware, and then connect them to the company, teach them the system. And the more they use the products, the more money I made. So after my first 6 months, I was promoted to a level we call director. Now, director is a very, very interesting level in this business, because as a director, in my country, you get paid about an average of 1.8 million shillings to about 2.5 million shillings. That is about $500. Now, you can imagine, to someone who got started, who was struggling to pay my hostel fees, who was struggling with 3 meals on a daily basis, who couldn't even afford transport. I mean, the very first meeting, I walked about 15 kilometers for me to get to Serena Hotel to attend a meeting that got me started in this business. But now, I mean, earning about $500 in my first 6 months, it gave me a lot of hope. It gave me a lot of belief, and it really made me feel that actually I could even go bigger than this. And like I told you, our business or Neolife only pays you for changing other people's lives. I remember when I became a director, some of my distributors come and told me that, Justus, young as you are, if you can be able to become a director, we too can become directors. And I'm telling you, by the time I was clocking 1 year in this business, I had actually developed 3 directors. The company got me to a level we call World Team. And in fact, I remember that very month when I became a World Team member, there was even an incentive whereby they were selecting the best directors in East Africa. And the #1 director in East Africa would actually be given a commission of about 6 million shillings. That was about $2,000. I became a World Team member in the space of 1 year. My total earnings that month when I became a World member were actually a total of $3,200. Now I want you to start imagining, you have started this business today, and within 1 year, it's actually giving you such kind of achievements. I'm telling you, it was quite encouraging, it was quite inspiring. And I come from a slightly bigger family. We are 8 and I'm the firstborn. And the same way how I was struggling with school fees is the same way how my brothers and sisters were suffering. In fact, it was even quite absurd that in 2011, September, we lost our dad. And of course, my mother is someone who never went far in school. The kind of small things that she does could not support the family. And I remember I told my mother that, don't worry. Thank God my brothers and sisters are very, very intelligent. They go to the best schools. But with this business that I'm doing as a student, it can actually be able to support the whole entire family. I am telling you today, my brothers and sisters have gone to the best schools. In fact, they are so intelligent that they have even appeared in some of the prominent newspapers around Uganda, because they were #1 in their schools. But then I also attribute all that to Neolife. Because I imagine we are 8 in the family, I'm the firstborn. All my brothers and sisters so far, 2 have graduated. One was at Makerere University, one was at UCU. And all because of Neolife, they have graduated. Next year, all factors constant, I am graduating a medical student. I am graduating a pharmacist. 2022, I'm supposed to be graduating an electrical engineer. Now, I sometimes look back and ask myself, if the time I was invited to have a look at this business, if I said, let me go and think about it, and then I thought of the challenges, I thought how hard it was going to be. I thought how maybe I may not make it. What if I never joined? What if I never got started? Where would my family members be? Now, actually, my greatest benefit out of this business has been my family. The fact that all my brothers and sisters have started out of this business. My son goes to the best school out of this business. And I mean, you too can start. And I'm quite sure that one year, 2 years from now, You can even be sharing a much better story than mine, you know, how you've been able to change your lives, how you've been able to change your family members' lives. I mean, today I have quite an interesting team. I have leaders, I have developed directors, I've developed world team members. They have bought land, they have traveled, they are sleeping in their own homes, they are driving cars because of this, the decision that I made to start this business. Now, I have had chances to travel because Neolife basically changes lives in three ways. Number one is health through our products, making money, which I have also made, and I'm even still making money. I've even making plans to even earn more money, because at least one thing I love out of this business, it is me who decides how much money I want to earn. I can wake up today, I've been earning $1,000. I say I want to earn $3,000. And I will work by the end of the year, I will have achieved that. So that is one thing that you will find out of this business, which is freedom for you to decide when you want to work, how much you want to earn, who you want to work with, you know, all of that you get to decide in your life. Now, I have had chances to travel, which is also our third benefit. By the time I joined Neolife, the truth of the matter is I had even never had a chance to be at the airport. Now, to do at the airport, to do what, you know? I mean, I even never had any hopes that I would ever go to the airport. But today, since January 2010, my first trip was to Mombasa. Everything was fully paid. I never spent any coin out of my own pocket. That same year, I was hosted at the Windsor Canton Golf Club, which was actually the best golf course resort in East and Central Africa. I'm quite sure that people who are in Kenya, you understand even this much better than me. I was there for about 4 nights. You know, 2011, I had a chance to be hosted for a Ruby orientation in Johannesburg. The company was saying, if you have a partner, we are also going to pay for your partner. The air ticket will be paid for your partner. They are also giving shopping money. And I'm telling you, I mean, to someone who understood that putting a partner, my partner will also benefit. I wrote and included my mother. Now, my mother, also the longest distance she has traveled is from the village to Kampala and back to the village. But I'm telling you that out of this business, my mother has had a chance to be on the plane, to go to Johannesburg, sleep in a 5-star hotel called the Santon Sun Hotel. I mean, today she appears in the magazines, and some of those magazines never get out of the living room because she looks at them all the time. And every time I go there, she tells me, my son, when are we traveling next, you know? Today we are looking forward to even much bigger trips. I mean, 2012, I was hosted at the Victoria Falls, one of the 7 wonders in the world. And I'm telling you, traveling has never stopped. I've been to Europe, I've been to Mauritius, one of the best holiday destinations, you know, and quite inspiring that all these trips, I don't spend anything out of my pocket. In fact, in most of the trips, even the company gives me shopping money, you know? So it's quite inspiring, and it's really something good that I wish every young person, every old person, every working person who is looking for something to do part-time, I really recommend that you start this business. I have had chances to invest my money because, you know, I also learned that it's not how much you make that makes you rich, it's how much you keep and invest that makes you rich. I am telling you, I have invested my money. One of my mentors told me that, Justus, I would recommend that you keep your money in land. Land keeps on appreciating in value. That was as early as 2012. I'm telling you today, from 2012 up to today, I have about now 11 land titles in my name. The biggest of them is 55 acres. Now, I keep on looking at myself and wondering if I had not started. Today, I'm only 33 years. But when I look at how much worth I am today, I actually get shocked. About 2 months ago, my neighbor called me and he wanted to sell me 2 acres of land. I told him, no problem. how much, when can we meet and we conclude? And I just paid for 2 acres. Now 3 acres somewhere here in Kampala, about 15 to 30 minutes drive out from Kampala town. All that because of Neolife, you know. So if you are looking at something that you can do to be able to change your life, to be able to change the lives of your family members, to be able to create opportunities for other people out there so that they can also change their lives, then you are in the right place. Neolife has changed my life, and Neolife has also given me the opportunity to also change other people's lives. And I can guarantee you that if you also got started today, your life can be able to change. Today I have much bigger dreams. I'm actually now about to make 13 years in this business, because I started January 2009. January, I'll be making 13 years. But I've told myself that by the time I turn 20 years, because I'm telling you, every time I meet people who have been in business for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, I just tell myself that I am in the right place. When I look at how much they are earning, when I look at how their lives have changed, when I look at how healthier they are, I just tell myself, let me stick to this business. I am in the right place. In fact, even COVID, this whole time we've been, we know with COVID lockdown and all that, I have appreciated Neolife even much better. My income has doubled. I have learned that people, at whatever case, people will need my products. So I just need to position myself in the market and market myself well, because people are buying these products. People need these products. You know, the business has grown stronger. The business is growing bigger.
Sorry, I think we have lost Justus. He was having with the electricity.
Okay, sorry about that.
You're back?
Can you hear me, Paul?
Yes, we can hear you. Please finish up.
Can you hear me, Paul?
Yes, we can hear you, Justus. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Paul.
Okay.
Yes, so as one that is, I would really urge everyone that is listening in for the first time that Neolife is a very good opportunity. It gives you an opportunity to come from where you are today to where you would love to be in 2 to 5 years from now, 10 years from now. My life has changed. Your life can change as well. So join us today. Let's work with you. Let us support you. Let's show you how this business has changed our lives so that you can be able to change your life as well. Thank you so much, Mr. Paul, for giving me this opportunity to share my success story. And I pray that whoever is listening in for the first time may be encouraged and also may be able to start a business so that we can see how their lives can be able to change as well. Thank you so much. Back to you, Mr. Paul.
Thank you so much, Justus, for taking time to be able to share your story with East Africa and the rest of the world, your journey through Neolife, which is quite exciting, and it gives people hope that Neolife is the best place to be. And indeed, I've been able to see you, change your life, change the lives of your family members and buy all the cars around. I've been able to see you enjoy good life. And I just want to confirm to the guest on the call today, that is just as his journey. If you start with us today, the next 1 or 2 years will be you seated where Justus is seated today and sharing the story of your journey. So we just want to thank Justus in a very special way for helping us see, the possibilities when you say yes to the opportunity of Neolife. So right now, I just want to take us back to Pascal so that he can be able to close our meeting for us. Pascal.
Thank you very much, Paul. I really appreciate Justus. I really appreciate your story. I think every time I hear your story, I wish all the young people would actually take lessons from your example. I mean, you started this business when you were just a student, and you've made a very big success of the business. So I pray that all the young people who are attending this meeting to take this business seriously. I mean, I was just thinking just now that Neolife operates in 14 countries in Africa. The population base of those 14 countries in Africa is 450 million. In Africa, young people between the age of 18 and 35 constitute 60% of Africa's population. What does that tell you? That tells you that I think over 200 million young people are looking for something to do. So if you're a distributor, if you're a guest, or you've just started a business, think about this. There are 200 million young people waiting for you to tell them about this business. And why is this business growing so quickly at the moment? Because we are taking advantage of technology. When you register with this company, you can do the following things online. That means you can build your business from home, or if you have a device that can keep you, can get you online, you can order the products online. You don't need to go there physically. Registration of distributors, you can do it online. Once you start the business opens for you what we call a back office. That is your own personalized website that you need to monitor and manage your business. Training is done locally and internationally online. Delivery of products is done by different courier companies. So what you need to do, give the delivery address of your customer or yourself, the company you deliver. Of course, the company has got courier costs in different categories. Payment is done online or by mobile transfer. Payment of bonuses is also done by electronic funds transfer or mobile money. So the company has made the business very, very efficient. Something else that Justus spoke about is travel. Betty and I were privileged to attend the Ruby Orientation School at the Santun Sun Hotel in Johannesburg. 4 days, top-class training. You meet leaders from around the African continent to share experiences. 2017, they went to Dubai. I think 2 months ago also, they also attended the conference in Dubai. And those are some of the people who attended the meeting in Santun Sun Hotel, people from Mozambique, people from Botswana, South Africa, Nigeria, Tanzania, people from different areas of the African continent. If you're a guest, how do you start the business? Speak to the person who invited you, that's your sponsor. They'll give you an application form. Once you fill the form, you pay your registration amount. In South Africa, it's between 690 and 2,700 Rand. In Kenya, it's 7,360 or 8,970 Kenya shillings. In Nigeria, it's 17,500 or 22,500 Naira. In Tanzania, it's 140,500 or 170,700 Tanzania shillings. In Uganda, it's 203,900 or 242,500 Uganda shillings. In the US, it's 99 US dollars. In Sweden, is 1,025 Swedish krona. In Italy, is 64 euros. In Ghana, is 240 up to 384 Ghanaian cedis. So if you're a guest, go back to the person who invited you, ask them the information you need to get started, plug yourself into the business and training system, and your business will grow. Remember this, success begins with a decision. You will not succeed until you make a decision. Yes, I want to do this business. I will make a commitment to it. And the following 4 things will help you become successful. Number 1, you need to know what you want. What are your dreams? What are your goals? What are the things you want to achieve in your life? Number 2, find out what you need to do to become successful. That means you need to be teachable. You need to learn from your mentor or your sponsor what it takes to succeed in this business. Number 3 is sheer hard work, discipline, guts, persistence. In fact, nobody can enter into the realm of success without passing the test of persistence. Number 4, you need to have faith. First and foremost in yourself, faith in your sponsor, that is the person who invited you to join the business, and faith in the company, Neolife. If you've got these things going for you, nothing will stop you from becoming successful. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for sharing this evening with you. May God expand your lives until all your dreams become realized. Thank you and God bless.